Oh, hello everybody. It's been a while since I did a live, and honestly, I plan to start going lives almost at least a couple of times a week to the groups. Finally getting some momentum, with the things that I'm working in the Print on Demand University. As you have seen lately, I have been pretty much rebranding everything as Print on Demand University. This group, Master Print on Demand, Etsy Success Secrets, it's also part of the university. And then my members only groups, have been rebranding them as well. So I want to have everything on the Print on Demand University.net, brand. And now that I'm waiting for the trademark and everything to pan out, so hopefully everything will be, one whole family. Yesterday, as I was editing the course and I was going through changes that I needed to implement, I had already seen this drop-down menu. And in case you have no idea what I'm talking about, let me show you my screen. This little thing started showing up in the last week or so. I don't know if everybody got it. I don't know if it's coming or not, but this little thing is actually what kind of got me worried. It's one of those things that is definitely a reaction of the delivery times that we encounter in 2020. Customers want better assurances that they're going to be receiving their orders on time and that they are somehow things are being guaranteed. Now, yes, it does say that this is an estimated delivery time, blah, 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 blah. However, we all know that customers do not read that. Clicking on these deals, for example, by January 19, it means that somebody is making the bold assumption, so the bold promise things are going to be delivered that early. Now, you notice most of these are digital files. They're not necessarily, something that is printed, but still it's giving us a very, kind of like rushing things, right? Now, these are two things that we do not have control in our hands. Now, I know some people kind of like it. I honestly don't. I honestly don't like it for the fact that, one, I cannot control my production. Two, I cannot control the United States Postal Service, because one is a governmental institution that goes by whatever the 10% on DC are. So I cannot guarantee an estimated arrival time. And that is something that one of the reasons why I stopped selling print-on-demand products on Amazon.com and Seller Central was because I constantly was not meeting the delivery times, and customers were using that as an excuse to ask for the money back or claim or try to get something for free. And then Amazon was dinging my my metrics, saying I didn't keep my promise on delivery, or something was shipped a day after, and stuff like that. This is something that Etsy continues to try to be like Amazon. They want to make people feel that they can get something like in Prime with guarantees. But the reason why Amazon is successful in FBA to be able, exactly, Jacob, to be able to fulfill is because Amazon does their own fulfillment. They have everything in place. They have everything produced. There is no print on demand. I mean, even on Emerged by Amazon products, they cannot even tell you exactly when you're going to get it. They give you a window. So here, giving people estimated delivery times, I think is something that is going to come and bite us in the back. So it's making us kind of like force us to be in the safe side by saying, hey, 5 to 7 days production time and 5 to 7 days shipping time. And otherwise, we're gonna have people complaining, you didn't deliver on time, you didn't arrive on time, bad feedback, bad reviews. I don't think Etsy really thought this through when they added it. I think they were trying to calm down the users from having we never know when things are gonna arrive, even though in the listing it's kind of said when things were going to. Now, by being able to filter, it's like a given, and I don't feel very comfortable with this. In my own personal stores, I honestly gonna have to say I have a longer production time that I would usually promise, at least for a day, to give myself a cushion, and to choose the slowest form of snail mail as applicable. so that they understand that they're not going to get this priority days in 2 3 days. We have to say, hey, these things have to go to production. These things have to go to the normal process of shipping and handling, and they have to go to the normal processes of being, transported and delivered. And this is not a priority service. This is not a next day deal. This is something that you're going to get, and you need to have that in mind. I think that by being truthful, you're gonna have better successes. Now, most people are gonna probably try to filter by the fastest delivery time, or whenever they need the gift. But to be honest, to say January 2nd that you're gonna get this ones, unless you produce on home, which most of these definitely are, they are one color. Most likely these are screen printed if somebody's doing this from their own facility, so they're not depending on a print-on-demand company. It's going to be very difficult to use a print-on-demand supplier, especially since right now we cannot. We haven't seen through whole 2021, 2020, is that they are slower than usual, and they always get. Imagine if we're telling somebody that by January 29th they're going to get their Gaylords, Gators, and Rainfall decides that it's going to take 3 weeks for them to ship. Well, now we are in a big doodle here, right? Uh, well, you cannot create that because at the end of the day, shipping is the same, right? It's only one day or two. The problem we have right now is production. Production is what is really setting things to be an issue in the long term. The whole supply chain is right now, it's not as effective as it usually would be. It is more right now, do they have the product in stock? They don't. Okay, how long are they going to wait for it? Because some companies are having to wait because some of them, especially right now where winter, some things get stuck because of the winter, because of snowstorms and stuff like that. I think this is not very well thought. I am not a very good fan of this. Usually, I've been applauding every single initiative that Etsy has had in the past 6 months. Even the Google with the 10-15% commissions, I thought it was a wonderful idea. I think that 10-15% is cheap as hell for a conversion. But having that for that, I think it just creates wrong expectations. That is amazing for something that you can produce at home, that you have full control on the production, and that you are going to rush to get out the door and put it in the package and send it to the U.S. Disposal Service right away. Yeah, you can probably guarantee that even with a cushion, but something that you depend on third parties all the way, it's kind of like it's kind of difficult. Because especially since I'm not sure if this thing is even considering weekdays as business days and stuff like that. So we shall see. Time will tell. Yeah, okay, you're actually answering that question, Jacob. Yes, I mean, it could create an issue, and it's not something we want, right? We want to be able to satisfy our customers and also have the integrity of having our stores with no bad reviews. Not meeting expectations as this deal is going to start getting people to worry about, feedbacks, reviews, especially you're a brand new store. You have to be extremely careful of not over promising, because that can, come, to get you some bad reviews that could potentially, destroy, your store. So be careful on that. Pay close attention to your delivery dates. If you have something that you promising to be way faster, you may as well start changing those dates to make it be more realistic. And that way, if you don't deliver on time, the customer is already aware that is not going to happen. At least I like that they give intervals, and it's not like every single day. At least they give, brackets, so it helps a bit. So let's say you can deliver, into 29th, it will be the same as you can deliver into 23rd. So it seems like that. At least we shall see. Yes, I mean, it's exactly what I'm coming down to, Jacob. We don't have control of how these things travel. Yes, it's our product. Yes, it's our responsibility. Yes, we have to do the best for our customer. But as business owners, we also have to accept that this is beyond our control. Now, we cannot use this as an excuse. If you tell a customer, hey, this is not my fault, my production facility took forever. Shipping, the United States Postal Service didn't handle this as they should have. That is not their problem, right? It's yours. You are the one who told them they were going to have it next amount of days, and at the end of the day, it falls on you. You are the one who had the promise. And to be honest, you go to the premium demand facility saying, "Hey, my customer is upset. They give me bad feedback because you didn't deliver on time." They're gonna be like, "Hey, our times were estimate. They were no guarantees, and we told you that we were back stocked. You could have canceled. You could have let it know. You could have done a lot of things. So it doesn't fall on them. It falls ultimately. It falls on you. So I just wanted to bring, because a lot of us usually don't go and look at the store. They usually, at the front end. We're usually always in the back end, uploading our listings, creating our products, looking at our stats, looking at our sales, and we never really venture into what the customers are actually seeing. And the customers right now, when they come and they start searching, the very first thing they see is estimated arrival, and that is something that is starting to come up in a lot of deals. And see, they have it ready to ship in 1 to 3 business days. They are really rushing us into search. So try not to fall for this. Or you're gonna show it. Yes, of course you can deliver in 1 day. Hey, well, there's no bad, right? You will automatically imagine you're in free shipping, you're on sale, and then you're in 1 business day. You automatically eliminated about 90% of your competition, right? But that is not the point. We cannot offer that. So it completely reduces the amount of returns, right? So so you go to filters, and you see, and it's free shipping and it's on sale, and and then you go and tell them when you want it, and you eliminate the competition. So it's like, it's crazy, but you will be completely saying something that you cannot deliver. So think about what you do with that. Think about now when you have your listings, go make sure that your listings are promising right now the right delivery times, because it's going to start creating wrong expectations, and that may get you into trouble. Oh yes, handmade is also, oversized products is also another issue right now, right? It's in general. That's when I'm actually broadcasting this in all my 3 channels, right, and even YouTube. It's because there are different types of sellers. I have sellers that are only doing digital files. That doesn't affect you. Digital files is immediately downloadable, so who cares when the delivery time is? But I'm talking about print on demand and handmade products. This is something that it can generate you, a headache that you don't want to have. Yeah, Etsy wants to be on Amazon. Etsy wants to be Prime without being Prime. And that's also what eBay is trying to do. Actually, eBay is creating their own fulfillment centers now, where you can actually send stuff. I don't know if they already launched it or they're allowed to launch it, but because they want to start doing the same. I don't think I will send my collectibles to eBay, but some people may send some of their stuff in there. But they want to be fast. Etsy has forgotten that they were different than eBay and Amazon, and every day, and they were more like a Shopify store than an Amazon store. But they keep doing these things that is just creating unnecessary burdens, on the seller, like the free shipping. Now these, and the free shipping you can adapt, but the stress on this one is a little bigger, in my opinion. Now I know some of you probably don't care. You probably be like, yeah, whatever, no big deal. It's not gonna do nothing for my business. But but I do care. It's something that I don't see as a benefit. I think it just adds unnecessary pressure on sellers, and honestly, we could have done a lot better than that. But yes, so anybody has any questions? I know a lot of people are watching. We are broadcasting in like 4 different groups on YouTube, so if anybody has questions, I'll gladly answer them. Otherwise,
in this tutorial, I'm going to show you.
Sorry, I'm watching a lot of tutorials lately, so I'm building a brand new website, and for the university. And well, in some case, anyway, you have questions, please ask. If you don't, I will take advantage right now all this time to show you what I'm doing. Uh, One of the reasons last year, my groups, my email list, my course takers, especially with them, with the relationships I have, with Michelle and other collaborators, I grew more than I thought I would, and I really appreciate all of you for trusting and being a valuable part of my community and buying my courses, my coaching, my memberships. And my Printly University, when I built it in March, April last year, it was done on entirely WordPress. It was done entirely with no, used with using a couple of tools to keep the membership and keep some areas locked. But it wasn't done thinking that this was going to be needing a bigger space. Um, I didn't really know that I was going to fast surpass over, the necessity. I mean, what this the the limitations of that, and soon that website started getting way too big for its own comfort, adding all those little courses, micro courses, workshops, trainings, and blogs, and all of these little things start adding too much strain on the website, that it was becoming kind of difficult to navigate. So I've been looking into options, and in the last couple of weeks, I have also been observing that social media is becoming kind of like, you never know. No, no, not at all, man. Not Shopify at all. That you never know what you can expect from your accounts to happen. You can lose an account in a heartbeat. And even though I am not a very political person when it comes to Facebook, I am a very political person in my life, but I'm not a political person in Facebook at all. Most people don't even know where I stand politically, and that's how I like it. I don't like to get into anything. Uh, but of course, Facebook has me in attack. What they think I am, and whatever. They don't care about that. But a lot of my audience is also, into those areas. So I've been looking into ways to say, I don't want to build my community only on Facebook. I looked into Discord last year, and Discord, um, it was good for the younger community that are into gaming and stuff like that. They have had a very good reactions from them. But the community that were more into the 40 years or older, we're not really responding very well to Discord, even though I really loved it. I mean, it's not something that worked. So I looked into the platforms, and yes, it is not it. And so I decided to actually create a community inside my website. So inside my website, I have created forums, and that is what I'm going to launch. Everybody who has bought at least a masterclass or anything that has bought from me, in the past, even if it was a $20 deal, will have access to it, and it will have. I mean, actually, let me show you a little bit of what it is. I mean, it's right now pretty green, but it will start with you having, profiles. In your profile, you want to have everything you need to know what you need to do. So in here you will have all your groups and your forums, and you will have access to all your courses. What the heck is happening? So sorry. So you will have access to all your courses and everything in this here. You will have banner here for all your courses and stuff like that as working. And then it has a lot more content to this. Right now, I can only show you this much, but all the courses are going to be here now in a way that it can be accessed more easily. And the courses are already created now. If you, for example, a bunch of you already have Etsy POD secrets. One thing about Etsy POD secrets that I struggled with in the past is that a lot of people were telling me, I don't remember where I left off. I don't remember what is the last section that I actually took. So we added LearnDash, which is the best software for WordPress to do courses. And so it will tell you exactly where you're at. And right now, all I have is people that have actually signed up to the university here. But You see, once you take a section, you can actually go and take this section and the topic. You can watch the video, you can reach whatever it was, and you can mark it complete. Once you mark it complete, it will scratch the line and it will tell you, okay, this one is completed, and your tar bar is going to start advancing to more to the next level. So whenever you finish it, and whenever I add new content to this deal, the section is going to go clean, and you will have your course is going to be like, is no longer complete. So you will know automatically that, and you'll get an email saying new content has been added to this course. So you guys will always know you're up to date in your Etsy. It's something that I know with the WordPress way is that you just have to click on next and go to the section, and it's pages and pages and pages, and then you got to go back to the dashboard. Here, everything is in here. You just got to scroll down, and all your classes are here. And if you want to go back to the course, Etsy POD Secrets has literally 38 topics. So it's like literally 38 classes. So you will be able to always know where you are in that one. Also, it will have groups. So every one of these will have groups, and then you will have forums. In the forums is for you guys to communicate. Like, this is for my members of my membership. Is what it will be, and then they can have here forums where they can talk. Right now, my VA is working on multi-graphics and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind that you aren't. This is what you're gonna be getting. Okay, you're gonna be getting access to all of this now that I finished it. So I know you've been getting emails. Some of you that your email has your domain things have changed, stuff like that, and some of you have been changing your passwords. Please don't. Your current password for the PrintOnDemandUniversity.net with all your courses that you have bought are there, and they're secure. Those ones do not require you to do any changes. This is a different domain, and this is right now. Once I finish, this is going to get connected to the other one, and you won't need to change absolutely nothing. They're going to be like one website. Okay, so right now I'm just moving I move all your accounts here so that I can give you access to, as I'm building the new courses and the new platform, I can give you the access that you have, that you already have in everything else. So just keep that in mind, that this is coming about a week or so. But other than that, guys, I just wanted to share with you what I thought about Etsy, and I just thought it would be a good idea to give you an update of what I've been working on, and that what I've been a little quiet. Answering Jacob topics about Clubhouse. Yes, I'm going to be doing a lot of Clubhouse. I'm actually looking for partnerships to go on live on Clubhouse. So we shall see how often we go there. I know it's Friday. You guys probably want to be hearing a lot about me. I just wanted to do the quick video on Etsy. And nothing else to say. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.